Hello, it's Icy. I'm back on with more information about Homestead for the Elder Scrolls Online. Today I am here on the live server, which is slightly unusual, which is of course why there are many people around. I want to show you some of my favorite spots for farming both recipes and bats. So I am currently in Cold Harbour, in the city in Cold Harbour. Now Cold Harbour is awesome for farming recipes. Recipes and other bits and pieces, including other resources such as lockpicks, obviously, cooking recipes, and food crafting materials. Now, I try to, once a play session, come to Cold Harbour, whip around the entire set of buildings, and open every single crate, every single box, every single trunk, every single basket, honestly even every single sack, looking for recipes, every single backpack. You can get a lot of stuff here. Oh, there we go, decorative wax, which I use a lot of because I like to make decorative pots for my house. So I would absolutely recommend you do this. I have picked up, I think, since I've started doing this, maybe 3 purple quality recipes, which is great because you can either learn it, but the purple quality recipes on the North American server are selling for in the range of, well, I mean, for the really popular ones you probably get more than 50,000 gold, and for the rest, you know, oh, there we go, written carpet bordered. Perfect. I already know that one, so I'll be able to sell that one. Yeah, so something probably up to 50,000, but depends on what it is and what racial style. But yeah, anyway, maybe from 15 for, say, something wood elfish, up to 50 or more for something Breton or Redguard. Or something that's fairly popular, like Khajiit curtains would be another one that you could probably get a good price for. So, if you are not coming to Cold Harbour and raiding every single container, and you've got access to Cold Harbour, which is the other point there, you really should. Now, if you are a lower level character and you have not finished the main quest, or not actually been doing the main quest and been taken to Cold Harbour, you won't have access to this city yet. The other thing is you won't have access necessarily to all of these areas in the city until you've done all of the quests, because the city unlocks, at least originally, I'm assuming it's still the same, unlocks bit by bit. So it is worth doing the main quest anyway to get access to here. But if you don't, then pretty much any major city is fine. I like Hughesbane if you've got Thieves Guild, because I'm after the Redguard style and there are lots of containers. Also, yeah, pretty much any major city is great. The other place to take a look are the public dungeons, which have lots of containers. So the dwarven ones are not too bad because of course they have lots of dwarven urns. The undead ones are also good because they have lots of funerary urns, and also ones that are sort of where bandits live. So they have, you know, like chests and boxes and desks and that sort of thing. So they're another good one. The disadvantage with doing it in a standard city over the Cold Harbour city is here nothing counts as being stolen. I can pick up anything I like. Oh, that was where I came. And I don't get arrested at all. In all of the other cities, of course, you will need to sneak and steal those sorts of things. So the other point I'd say about that is if you are stealing things, is you can actually make a pretty decent amount of money by then going and vendoring them to the Thieves Guild, which is one way. But I have been funding my recipe buying frenzy. Yeah, so that's a good one as well. So the other thing, of course, you need to do, apart from knowing the recipes, and I basically maybe learn half and sell half. You know, I've got the styles that I'm looking to learn, and for the other ones, I'll sell them so I can make money to buy more, pretty much. Which is the way it works. So yeah, probably I'll learn about half the purple ones I pick up and then sell the other half. It's just a lockpick. Just so I've got, I'm trying to stay, apart from the actual purchase cost of the house, I'm trying to break even with the rest of the money. So the other thing you need, of course, are the actual materials in order to make the recipes that you've found. So I like to farm for the mats in places. Actually, I like to farm in the starting areas, honestly. So that's Kanathi's Roost and Balfour Yan and all of those initial, the initial 2 starting islands. So they have a lot of people, which means that the mats will regenerate quickly. They often have lower level characters, which like people, lower level people playing there, which means that they have a limited inventory size, which means that they're more likely to not pick up those resources because they just can't carry them. Yeah, and they don't always realize, a new level character might not always realize it's worthwhile farming absolutely everything, just because unless they've got ESO plus, they don't have the room to store it. So they're great areas to farm, and I do seem to find that maybe the node density is higher than other areas. So yeah, I've very successfully farmed quite reasonable amounts of Heartwood and Regulus and the other ones as well. The best way to do it is to find yourself a little circle of mats that regenerate. So you basically go around the circle, and by the time you get back to the start, those mats have regenerated. Now, because I am in Australia, had you picked that up from the accent? I don't know. I would normally do that kind of farming in my prime time, which is US very, very late at night and or very early in the morning, which has the other advantage of there not being that many people online, so I don't need to compete with other people to actually pick up the mats. Oh, lovely! Lovely! Very nice! I think we'll probably sell that one. I don't need the high elf verdant furniture. And by the time I get around to needing it, it's probably going to be down in price. So, oh, sweet! So, as you can see, Cold Harbour. Way to go! And, oh! Oh, I'm on a roll. That's fantastic. Okay, that was good. So starting area, good for mats. The other starting area that would be a good, the other area for farming mats that would be a good idea is probably Craglawn. Now certainly for some of the master writs, you do need the Nirnhorned style. It's also worthwhile training up the Nirnhorned styles in your trait research if you haven't done that. This all affects your drop rates for master writs. So if you are farming in Craglawn, yes, you have a chance to pick up the Nirnhorned trait. Sort of, you know, oh, lots of people staying around here. Yeah, the Nirnhorned trait items. But of course Craglawn is busier, so it depends on whether you're looking for that specifically or just looking for volumes of materials. And I've been playing the game for a while, so I've actually got some Nirnhorn saved up, so I am simply after volume of recipes and materials at the moment. So, farming, recipes, go to a city, look in every single container that you can. It's easier in Cold Harbour because you don't have to sneak to do it. and go to some of the starting areas to farm for materials, because there's lots of them, they regenerate quickly, and not all of the people in that zone are actually interested in picking up the materials. So I do hope that's been useful for you. Oh, one other tip, if you might not have tried this, but just so you know, if you are stealing something, you can look in the container first without having to be in sneak or crouch, and as long as you don't take it out of the container, it doesn't count as stealing. So that means you can actually be fairly fast as you're culling stuff. You can basically look in every single container, go, do I need this, do I need to sneak and pull this out or not? So do get all of the green stolen stuff at least and sell it, unless you have role-playing reasons for your character that you're not doing that. And if you have spare skill points to put into the Thieves' Tree, into the Legerdemain, where are we? World? The Legerdemain tree, you can increase the number of interactions you have with the fence. If you can do that, then it's worthwhile stealing all of the white items as well as the actual coloured ones as well. And you can make, I guess you can easily make a couple of thousand per visit to the fence. It's usually around 100 and something you get back for a green item, 40 something you get back for a white item, and which are we going? This way. And I think it's 250-ish for blue and 1,000 or more for purple. So it's totally worthwhile selling the things that you steal as well. So, as I was saying, I hope this has been helpful for you. Do you have any other farming tips? Please do leave them below. I'd be interested to see what other people try. I've certainly had some of these tips from people replying to comments in this channel. Thank you. And also to Pact Militia Guildies. Thank you also. Please do give us a thumbs up if you liked this video, which helps to share it and spread information about the channel across the interwebs. Yeah, and thank you for subscribing. Please do subscribe, click down there, and I appreciate it, and I will talk to you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.